I am not feeling so good. And it's crazy.
The most important thing about Rob Kardashian's Instagram account is that it says here, Robert Kardashian does not post to this account. Account is run by Jenner Communications.
All I care about is like saying yes to my mom, making her happy, doing whatever my sisters want to make them happy. And I feel like when it comes to the easiest thing, they don't won't help me.
It's not about that. It's about you guys don't take it seriously.
It's about you twisting the truth so that when you do call with a problem, we're not quite sure what to believe.
I kid around all the time and I joke around all the time, but like at the end of the day, I was trying to tell them I'm stranded and no one's kind of there for me.
You're full of most of the time, and that's exactly why this is happening to you right now.
Y'all, the tea is piping hot today about Rob Kardashian, Kris Jenner's only son. He's been mysteriously MIA from the spotlight for years, and honey, the whispers are getting louder. Word on the street is that the Kardashian-Jenners tried to pull a Britney and put Rob under conservatorship. And get this, they allegedly banned him from seeing his own daughter. Multiple insiders are spilling that Rob feels absolutely betrayed and abandoned by his own flesh and blood, thinking they threw him under the bus just to feed their endless hunger for fame. It's like the Kardashians have literally erased poor Rob from their picture-perfect world. They barely even mention him anymore, leaving everyone worried sick about what's really going on. And last year, chilly, things got scary when shocking rumors hit about Rob allegedly ODing on medications. The fan community went absolutely wild, pointing fingers at the Kardashian-Jenner clan for basically sacrificing their own brother for stardom. But of course, momager Kris worked her PR magic and somehow kept it out of all the major celeb news. But wait, there's more. Fans have been doing some serious detective work and uncovered some absolutely shocking evidence. Apparently, Kris Jenner, yes, the mastermind momager herself, might have played a role in Rob's weight struggles. And Kim, don't even get me started. She's been called out for constantly mocking and body-shaming her own brother. This toxic family drama reportedly pushed Rob into such a dark place, leaving him feeling completely alone and betrayed.
What's wrong, Rob? Tell me. Don't cry. What's wrong? Rob, what's wrong? You confused? Tell us, talk to us.
I'm sad because I don't even want to sit down because
Oh, Rob.
I'm just saying, I don't buy any of that. I'm smart enough to understand what's going on. Whatever you're trying to do and say and bring up isn't gonna happen.
Now everyone's dying to know, what's really going on with Rob? Did the Kardashians seriously try to pull a Britney Spears situation on him and lock him away somewhere? Hold on to your seats, because we're about to spill all the tea about how the Kardashian-Jenners treat their sons like afterthoughts while exploiting their daughters for cold, hard cash.
My whole thing is my anger, a lot of it stems from like the working environment because they all kind of put this cloud on me like I'm a loser.
What do you say when people do that?
I mean, I don't say anything because I don't believe it.
But then you blow up later.
But then you
No, I blow up later because when there's a business opportunity, all my mom obviously cares about is the 3 girls. And whenever I say, I want to open up a men's
But
store.
Mom never helped us with that.
Anyways, she's my mother. And
Okay, hang on for a second. Okay.
Like, have you ever noticed something super sketchy? The Kardashian-Jenner women literally never post about their sons, but their daughters? OMG, they're parading them around like designer handbags at every single event. And guess who started this whole mess? The queen of exploitation herself, Kris Jenner. If you were watching KUWTK back in the day, you couldn't miss how Kris totally ignored Rob while pouring everything into making her daughters famous, especially her golden children Kim and Kylie. But Kim tried to defend her mom, saying she just doesn't know how to handle boys. Girl, please.
Feel bad for her that like all of us are really mean to her when like it's not her fault, and that's why I always have her back because I don't think it's her fault. I think she just doesn't know how to raise like a son that well. That was like Dad's thing. She does what she can with the girls. That's her thing. Girls, you know, it's like hard to explain.
Let's keep it 100 here. We all know what Kim really meant. It's not that Kris can't raise boys, it's that she can't make money off them. Like, seriously, the Kardashian-Jenner empire is built on themselves, and their whole brand is basically catering to the male gaze. Everything they do has to be. I mean, have you seen Kylie's baby product ads? She's trying to sell baby stuff, but she's serving seductive looks to the camera. Like, who are you selling to, honey? And don't even get me started on their social media. When they're posting pics with their daughters, they're still doing these super inappropriate sexy poses. The only one who doesn't play this game is Kourtney, but Kim, Khloe, and Kylie, they're sharing everything about their daughters' lives. And honestly, are we even surprised? Look at how their own mom encouraged them to focus on their looks. If Instagram was around back then, Kris would have been doing the exact same thing. Speaking of Kris's momager moves, remember how she pushed both Kim and Kylie to do Playboy? Even when Kim was uncomfortable about showing too much, Kris was like, do another shoot, show more skin. The audacity.
Hello?
Hey, I just got a call from Playboy, and they want you to actually do some more photos.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and they want some more, showing a little more skin, actually.
I knew it. I knew it. They wanted more nude. I just thought that I had an amazing shoot. Why do more?
But hold on to your wigs, because it gets even messier. Remember that whole private tape situation with Kim and Ray J? Well, apparently Kris was the mastermind behind it all. Ray J spilled that he and Kim actually made 2 tapes, but Kris made them do a 3rd one as backup. And get this, she watched all of them to pick the one that made Kim look the best.
The 3rd tape they've been trying to play me on, that shit called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the motherfucker and said, hey, we're gonna go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it?
Now, I mean, can we just process this for a minute? A mother telling her daughter to make multiple private tapes and then sitting down to watch them all just to figure out how to make the most money? But when it comes to her only son, Rob, Chili, Kris couldn't care less about his career. Even now that Rob has his own daughter, Kris is more focused on that baby's future career than helping her own son. But honey, it gets even darker. Rob dramatically quit the family show years ago, and since then, he's been MIA from everything. Holidays, birthdays, weddings, you name it. Now everyone's whispering that his own family might have tried to put him under conservatorship. And get this, the Kardashian-Jenners are super tight with Lou Taylor, the same person who orchestrated Britney's conservatorship. Some fans are even saying the Kardashian-Jenners literally sacrificed Rob for their own fame and fortune. If you were watching KUWTK back in the day, you remember when Rob was actually part of the show. The poor thing was struggling with weight gain and mental health issues, but now fans have uncovered something absolutely shocking about how his family treated him. They're saying Kris Jenner actually enabled Rob's weight issues while Kim was over there body shaming him and pushing him to overeat. Like, who does that to their own brother? The real drama kicked off in 2012 when Rob started gaining weight after his messy breakup with Rita Ora. But honey, anyone with eyes could see this was about way more than just weight. Fast forward to July 2013, and Rob had this heartbreaking conversation with Lamar Odom where he just broke down. He admitted that every extra pound was crushing his self-esteem and sending him into this horrible spiral. And the worst part? His own mother and sisters were so embarrassed by how he looked, they wouldn't even let him be photographed with them.
It's just frustrating to me that, like, I'm not happy going out if I'm not in good shape. Once if I don't get this together, then I won't want to, like, hang around everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I want to.
During this whole nightmare, fans couldn't help but feel for Rob. The poor thing had to turn to Lamar Odom for support because his own family was too obsessed with their perfect image to care. I mean, we all know the Kardashian-Jenner women are beyond obsessed with looking perfect. Probably because, let's be real, they don't have much else to offer in terms of actual talent. Making everything worse, the paparazzi were absolutely ruthless. Every time Rob stepped out, they were there like vultures, throwing these cruel questions about his weight in his face. It was like watching a feeding frenzy. Cameras flashing, reporters shouting, all of them trying to profit off his pain. Between his family's pressure and the media circus, Rob was trapped in this absolute nightmare where every single pound he gained was analyzed. Every public appearance became a spectacle, and every vulnerable moment was exploited for their reality show ratings.
Rob, why are you gaining so much weight, man? Movie role or something?
And then, if you can believe it, even the die-hard Kardashian fans turned on Rob. They were making these horrible memes about his weight gain, which only pushed him deeper into depression. In May 2014, Rob posted this heartbreaking tweet. "So I found out I was trending for being fat. Thank you all, it really made my day." Later, he wrote something that just breaks your heart. "No one will ever understand how much it hurts." During all this, word got out that Kris tried to ship Rob off to a weight loss camp right before Kim and Kanye's wedding. She allegedly allegedly told him he had to lose at least 70 pounds before the big day. One insider spilled to Star magazine that Kris straight up called Rob a fat slob and said no one wanted someone as huge as him representing their products. Can you imagine your own mother saying that? And his sisters? They were allegedly leaving candy and cookies everywhere just to mess with his willpower. The betrayal. Then came the whole wedding drama with Kim and Kanye in Italy. Word on the street was that Kim literally banned Rob from her wedding because she thought he'd ruin her perfect photos. Just days before the ceremony, paparazzi caught Rob crying at the airport after suddenly leaving Italy. The tea was scalding.
Skip the wedding, Robert. Robert, can you tell us why you skipped the wedding? Robert, are you in family? Are you in your family?
TMZ spilled that Rob made his quick exit after some major family drama went down. But of course, Kim swooped in with her damage control, denying there was any fight and claiming Rob just decided to leave on his own.
A long email the morning of that he was going to leave and there was no fight. And I just thought, you know what, this is my day. I'm not even going to worry about it. I hope he's okay. I totally understand that he wouldn't want to see a lot of people if he was feeling uncomfortable. And I just, you can only pray and wish that someone would not miss out in more memories in life, because life is about memories. So fix the problem. That's just how I am, but we didn't even have a—
But honey, the fans weren't buying Kim's story for 1 second. They called her out for being a toxic narcissist and twisting the story to make Rob look bad. Even Wendy Williams jumped in and dragged the Kardashian-Jenners for fat-shaming Rob and ignoring his desperate cries for help.
This family has allegedly fat-shamed him.
Yeah.
He's eaten himself into something terrible. Emotionally, he's probably a mess, and he needs a friend.
And chilly, Rob was clearly not okay with Kim's behavior. Months after her wedding, he posted this photo from Gone Girl comparing Kim to Amy Dunn. You know, the psychotic villain. He wrote, "This is my sister Kim, the B from Gone Girl." But instead of seeing this as a cry for help, Kim had the nerve to go on their show and call Rob pathetic, trying to get the whole family to give up on him because he didn't deserve help.
Make his life so easy. Okay, we'll drive you around with the show first so no one has to look at you. We had a chef on standby, a trainer. Everyone licks Rob's ass and does whatever he says. And it's just at some point you just have to give it up.
The drama got so intense that even the Washington Post jumped in. They wrote this article called "Rob Kardashian, the most tragic figure of America's most fame-seeking family." They totally called out how the Kardashians twisted everything to make it all about the sisters while completely dismissing Rob's serious personal struggles. Things got really scary when Rob's health took a nosedive and he ended up in the hospital with diabetes. Thank goodness this was like a wake-up call, and when he got out, he started turning his life around. His girlfriend at the time, Angela White, you know her as Black China, was actually his guardian angel through all this. Rob said she kept him motivated and strong, and by February 2016, insiders told People magazine that Rob was finally feeling hopeful again. But could the Kardashian-Jenners just be happy for him? Of course not. They were all pressed about his relationship with Angela because she was Tyga's ex, and Tyga was dating Kylie at the time. One insider spilled that Kylie was absolutely livid, acting like Rob had personally betrayed her. Instead of celebrating Rob's transformation and happiness, they were too caught up in their own drama. The family started gaslighting Rob, telling him Angela was just using him to get back at Kylie. Eventually, Rob and Angela's relationship crumbled, especially after their daughter Dream was born. The breakup was messy. We're talking full-on Hollywood scandal. Angela even sued Rob, Kris, Kim, Khloe, and Kylie, calling them media predators and claiming they sabotaged her show, Rob and China. And now, while Rob and Angela managed to work out 50-50 custody of Dream and Angela's living her best life away from the Kardashian-Jenner drama, poor Rob is still dealing with all the emotional trauma of being abandoned by his family. In December 2022, these shocking reports came out about Rob allegedly ODing, and guess what? Kris reportedly tried to sweep it all under the rug. French media broke the story first, saying Rob was rushed to the hospital unconscious with blue lips. When he came to, he was reportedly screaming about Dream, saying he couldn't even spend time with his kid without snakes and crows monitoring him. Sources say he told hospital staff he wanted to die because celebrity life wasn't for him. And what did Kris do? Called the hospital demanding they keep everything quiet. Now fans are convinced the Kardashian-Jenners have Rob under some secret conservatorship. One fan spilled, "I believe he's in a conservatorship where Kris and Khloe control everything. Dream has a permanent room at Khloe's and spends most of her time there. With the OD rumors, it's not crazy to think they're keeping Rob locked up and sedated somewhere." Another person wrote, "Something happened around the time he was trying to model." Look at what's coming out now with Diddy and the Kardashians. Modeling went south, but why? So what do you think about Rob's mysterious disappearance from the spotlight? Did the Kardashian-Jenners really try to put him under conservatorship and sacrifice him for fame and fortune? Sound off in the comments below, and don't forget to stay tuned for our next video because, honey, this tea is far from cold.